I've found probably a bit of everything. I'd say, in terms of the sci-fi element in this movie, definitely novelists, or both books and adaptations of novels. So there's a lot of British writers that have an influence on this movie. It could be John Wyndham, John Christopher, Nigel Neal. They're all both the films and TV shows that have come from their work. I guess in terms of contemporary, that's a good question. I think it was maybe more you tend to think of people that kind of, I don't want to say auteurs, but writer-directors, like the Coen brothers or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be a big influence.
I'd say definitely, for Edgar and I, Raising Arizona is a huge influence on us, because it was, for both of us, I think, one of the first films we saw, comedy films we saw, when we realised that it didn't have to just be about the people. The camera work could be funny, the direction could be funny. Even though it's slightly more obvious, the writing can be funny. The way that film has a beautiful sort of poetic structure was wow, this is, it's the whole deal here. It's not just funny people in front of a camera. And so definitely the Coens as writers, but, even
people Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale, they're kind of classic screenplays, whereas the sort of structural elements in there.
You settle into your way of doing things, really, and both of us, all three of us, like to always be in the same room if we're writing. Usually sit opposite each other, come to ideas through discussion. You start very broad. You start with a flip chart on index cards or something, grand ideas, which are then refined and boiled down like a stock to something very specific until it's just the like that. And he's a big foodie.
My language.
Until you're just dealing with the punctuation.
Rich demiglass.
A demiglass, yeah.